about timing. Like, do you want to increase the distance of that timing? Do you want that just to be all random?
Well, in the beginning, it needs to be short because it has no value.
Right.
Then once it starts to have value, then you can go 10 count, 20 count. Then after I'm done with all the 20, 30 count, then I go steps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But then the marker, you have to have two markers. You have to have one that means stay in exercise, something good is about to happen. Then you have one that means it's coming, wait. And you maybe a 5 count, so then you have two markers. Then you have markers for high value motivators, such as a ball.
So would you use it, it's a different word altogether?
I don't like words.
Okay.
Because the problem with words is you can't go to a trial and scream out, yes, yes, yeah, it doesn't work, right? You're not allowed to. But you can breathe, you have to breathe. So you can use...
So that's what we're just saying.
Yeah.
Great.
Or you can use... And most don't even hear that. But you repeat these sounds several hundred times, the dog picks up on it right away. They're so in tune to it.
Right. So another question, in between that, in that really short wait period in the beginning of this, do you want your dog to make eye contact with you, like focus on you? Is that what you're looking for? And then you reward that?
Yep.
Okay. But
you always want, it's either two things, reward for eye contact or reward when I want you to look forward.
Okay. Eye contact, looking forward.
Yeah. But the reward, utilizing balls and food, that's low level.
Yes, sir.
Valuable is when you have the potential to utilize barking to satisfy the animal inside. Barking comes to a point where it's just as valuable as utilizing an object. So instead of me having to give you a ball, I'll have you bark. Bark, you increase intensity, and you're able to collect the animal. When you feed the dog a ball or you give the dog a chew, now you have to go through the process that you just saw, where now I have to out the dog, I have to sit the dog, I have to do what I need to do with the toy, I need to reposition the dog or reposition myself. You need to go from that 10 to that 7 and doing all these things. Where with barking, right, so you give the dog the marker, bark, bark, and bark, 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 heel, and you keep things going.
Yes, yes, sir.
Because this is the problem. In trial, you want to teach longevity. So in training, you want to teach longevity without giving the ball, or without giving the juke, or without giving the food. You want to teach longevity. And often what we're guilty of is I'm giving you the ball for healing, I'm giving you the ball for the down, I'm giving you the ball for the sit, I'm giving you the ball for the... I'm giving you the ball for... So in trial, after 2 minutes, that dog is no longer paying attention to you because where's my ball? And I'm not hearing yes. The barking, you want the barking to get to a point where it becomes just as meaningful as the toy or food. Ball
or even
tug,
better.
Better is what you want.
Thank you.